from the J.C. Newman Cigar Studio in Boston, Massachusetts, and the Gurkha Cigar Studio in beautiful British Columbia. Welcome to the Smokin Tabacco Show with your hosts, Matt Tobacco and Mitchell Santaga.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Smokin Tabacco Show. My name is Matt Tobacco from SmokinTobacco.com, and I'm joined once again by my very good friend, Mr. Mitchell Santaga, also of SmokinTobacco.com. And this week, an older face comes back to the show. That's right, Nicole is here with us, and I am not smoking today, so that way Nicole can be here with me as she continues her beautiful pregnancy journey for our beautiful child. I have decided to not smoke tonight, so that she can be in the studio. But Mitchell is going to be the sole cigar smoker tonight at Smokin Tabacco for this show. And there is no guest tonight. We do have some things in store, and I'm going to let Nicole get into that in a bit. But Nicole, welcome back to the show.
I just can't get over you calling me old.
He just called you an
No.
old face.
My
No.
old face. Thanks.
But that's not what that means. It's a face
It's just-
who hasn't been around, and now you're around again.
But I'm
John
a
Co-
woman, and you know how we're gonna take this.
Yeah.
So I'm taking
Just
it
the
as
way
you
the
call
way
me
it was
old.
worded was just perfect.
Mitchell,
It
you
was-
laughing like that right off the bat didn't help the case either.
Yes, it did.
It's like,
Totally did.
oh! I'm like,
It is
oh,
hilarious.
God. So there is no guest here tonight. We wanted to have a few friends with us here this week, but unfortunately, logistically, we could not make it happen in time. So we decided that we will continue on with ourselves, but we're going to talk a little bit about the fundraiser. We're going to showcase some of the prizes. A lot of the prizes we actually don't have this year because we worked it out with a lot of the donors where they would hold on to them and ship them to you guys, whoever wins, directly. So we only have like a small percentage of them.
But we're gonna showcase and talk about all of them.
Yeah, we're going to
and
showcase
do a
what we
screen
can.
share from the website. So
So,
yeah.
so we're gonna do that. First of all, it is time for our cigars of the night, brought to you by 2guyscigars.com. That's right. That's the number 2 guyscigars.com. If you head over to the number 2 guyscigars.com today, you can check out an amazing selection of cigars, boxes of cigars, and cigar accessories. Some of the best, the biggest, and the brightest from the cigar industry, only at the number 2 guyscigars.com. And Mitchell, what are you smoking tonight?
Well, as I just posted, in honor of Jose Blanco himself, the
Oh,
promotion got myself a Don Carlos
Jose!
Robusto.
Congratulations,
So,
Jose. That's going to be our news segment tonight, actually. Maybe we should just do that and be done with it. Since the topic
Well,
is
yeah.
here. Yeah, that's an amazing cigar. It really
No,
is.
this is, this and obviously the personal the Reserva. This is probably top 5 cigars of all time, top 2. I'd say it's one of my favorite Fuentes. Like, it's just every time I light one up, I just love the flavor,
You like
the
that
spice, the
Cameroon.
sweetness, the woody profile. It just balances all so well. And you know what? This Vitola, especially their kind of Robusto Vitola, smokes really well. And I like some of the other ones. I think do they do a shark in the Don Carlos? I think.
They do. It's called the Eye of the
Yeah,
Shark.
Eye of the
then
shark.
and
Yeah,
then
that's
today,
pretty strong. I like that.
So today they announced
We had a little nubby guy.
the Eye of the Bull, which Nicole and I have smoked when we were down at the factory. It's a very good cigar, but that'll
Yes.
be released this year at PCA.
That's a new Vitola, right?
It is. It's a short. What would you say that was?
We're gonna have to review that.
I don't know the exact dimensions, but it's like a 4, maybe 4.5 by like 54. Short and thick. I know that. And it's called the
But not too
Eye of the
thick.
Bull.
it wasn't too thick though.
No, but it wasn't like it wasn't like a Corona. It had a little bit of meat to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a new addition as well.
Didn't they say that's a exclusive PCA exclusive? I want to say.
I can't
I thought
remember.
I thought I read that it's an exclusive for someone.
I can't remember. I know. I think what happened. So here's the thing. That cigar was put on display in the booth last year, 2022. It was not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But it was already there in the
Yeah,
booth.
PCA 20.
They left it, but they wouldn't talk about it. And then we got to see a little bit more of it back over the winter when we visited the factory. And I believe I thought he said they were only selling it in Europe at the time. It wasn't released here. I thought, I could be wrong. Don't quote me. That's not official. Just trying to remember. I thought he said that. And then he said it wasn't supposed to be at PCA, and someone put it in the booth, and then like they saw it, and they were like, well, just don't talk about it. And then then today they announced like, all right, we're bringing it to PCA for the U.S. And so now it'll be available in the U.S. I don't know if it's a PCA exclusive.
It is, yeah. It's at least from this article. It says PCA exclusive, 3.5 by 55.
Okay.
But
it's 3.5 by 55. I mean, it was close.
Yeah.
I was close. 3.5 by 55. Yeah, that's about right. It was a good size. I liked it. It was really good.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that's
Like I said, I'll definitely try to get a review of that.
yeah. If you can get your hands on it, I mean, that's the other thing too. Even for us in the States, some of the Fuente stuff could be a little tricky to obtain. So
Yeah, especially that first year or two it comes out.
but at that size, I have to imagine it's going to be at a decent price point too.
I think it was
let's
like
hope so.
14,
Well,
15 MSRP.
Let me rephrase that. MSRP.
1280. 1280
1280?
MSRP.
Okay.
Not bad.
Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, it's a great. Tyler said it's a nice 20-minute smoke. Yeah, it's
20 minutes.
You could probably
I'd
stretch
probably
it.
get-
You could.
I'd
I
probably
could.
get at least 35 at that.
I could probably smoke it in 20 minutes because I tend to smoke fast. But yeah, I would say you and Nicole could probably smoke it a little bit slower.
Yep.
Which is nothing wrong with that. Everyone smokes at their own pace. I just tend to smoke faster than the average. Or a power smoker, as David Garofalo once called me. He said, "You're a power
I'm already
smoker."
20, 25 minutes into this Don Carlos, and I'm only maybe an inch and a half in.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you smoke kind of quick. Sometimes I see you light a cigar and then half hour in, I'm like, damn, where'd it go? So,
Yeah, I find I'll really go hard on that first like 2 inches sometimes, and then when I hit that 2 inch mark, I just slow my pace down like crazy. But this, I'm really savoring this. I don't have too many of these, and just the draw is so perfect. You don't even have to pull very much, and you're still getting that full flavor from it, and it's great.
yeah, absolutely. It's one of my favorites. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry, it's been a long week. Yeah, no, it's one of my favorites. I mean, Don Carlos, I think, if I remember correctly, was one of the first Arturo Fuentes I ever smoked. In probably one of the first 10 cigars I ever smoked. And it's been a favorite ever since. And I enjoy it in many of the sizes. The Lancero, if anyone ever gets the chance to try the Lancero, I'll tell you, that Lancero, with that wrapper on it, you can really taste that wrapper, and it's powerful. I never knew how strong it was until I kind of smoked it side by side with something else, and I went back to it, and I was like, oh, shit. Like, this is strong. So there's a lot of flavor there, and it's really good, and I thoroughly enjoy that line. It's one of my favorite cigar lines out of any brand all time. Don Carlos is great. But, as usual, Mitchell was cutting and lighting his cigar tonight with none other than Cigar Blondie Accessories. And, sorry, I'm just going to bring this up really quick. Can't find it. Where is it? There it is.
Wrong one.
I know.
I got it.
It's because I'm not sitting right in front of it today, so I'm very off. I'm like looking from the side. Once again, you can find Cigar Blondie accessories only at cigarblondie.com. Available in 3 finishes: chrome, white, and black. The amazing guillotine cutter. I have mine somewhere. Oh, here they are. The amazing, super sharp, super awesome double guillotine cutter, as well as the sleek, flat blade flame, real sexy, real slim lighter, only from cigarblondie.com. So let's talk about the show today. Let's talk about what's been going on. So Fundraiser, as always, 3rd year in a row. First year we topped out at 7,000. Last year we raised 25.5. Carlito matched it, make it even 51. And we had a big part of it, which, not to single this person out, but I mean it's so significant. I mean, it was almost half of the whole fundraiser last year. We had a $10,000 donation that came in towards the end, and anonymously, and so we won't say who it was. It doesn't matter who it was, but it was a very generous $10,000 donation. And on Monday, that same person donated that amount again. That's all I can tell you. can't tell you who it is, whatever. I can tell you that the same person anonymously donated another $10,000, and we are already at, what are we at? $28,010.
Yep.
$28,010. So we've already raised more than we raised last year. I have no word. Everyone has asked me this question, so I'm going to just answer it and just be open and honest with you right now. No one has said to me if anyone is going to match this number this year. I have not heard that. So as of right now, whatever we have on the rally up, that is what we have raised. But still, I mean, 28,000 with a week to go. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
That's really impressive. And I just
Amazing.
and on behalf of the rest of the team, plus Kevin, who's not here right now, I just want to say thank you to everybody who donated, whether it's monetarily with their tickets, who made a general donation, and to all of the amazing manufacturers and otherwise donors of things to raffle off. Because Nicole's going to show you some of this stuff tonight, and it's amazing. And the fact that all of these people put in some of these things, it's like, you got to be kidding me. This is awesome. So we appreciate it so much, as I'm sure a lot of you do. Some of the people who get to win it and take it home. So just thank you. It's been a big year. I mean, that means officially, without counting the match from last year's fundraiser, we have beaten every year so far that we've raised. Not that that's like the most important part, but it does make it kind of fun when you do something like that. We have surpassed every year the year after in the first 3 years, and I think that's pretty impressive. So just hats off to everyone who's been involved ever since the first one, and it's amazing. Thank you, everybody.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
It's exciting. Mitchell, I know that you were more or less just a fan of this show last year, and now you actually get to be a part of it this year. So
Yep.
we're really excited to have you involved, and let's check out some prizes. What do we have?
Well, so we'll start by showcasing the ones that we have in person.
Yeah,
Right? I feel
because
like
we
that's
have
a
them.
good
Let's
place
do
to
that.
start. And then we'll go through some of the cool ones on the website as well. Let's see here.
So thirsty today.
Some of it is swag. Some Fuente hats. The swag is, I mean, it's in boxes, so it might be difficult to open unless you want to help.
Yeah, I mean,
But
we
you
don't
need
have
to
to. Some of the bigger ones,
Yeah.
we don't have to open just because it would
I will
it would take a lot of time away from the show. But
Okay.
I mean, some of the smaller stuff, like we have, if anyone's ever seen these are the carbon fiber cigar sleeve holders that Arturo Fuente debuted, I want to say last spring. And there's a little silica bag in there. I'm just going to throw that away for you now. That way you don't have to deal with it later. And this one is in a beautiful angel share pattern. I'll hold that up a little bit closer.
And I believe
I don't know if
we
the
have-
camera's going to get the whole thing with the light, but that's essentially it. It says angel share right here where my... Watch the light.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, that keeps
Yep.
moving.
Okay.
I love those sleeves. They fit really nice in a lot of breast pockets, and you can just have 2-3 cigars with you the whole night.
Yeah, these are really cool. We have them in multiple finishes. I don't think we're going to dig them all out, but this one's an angel share. I think there's like an Opus 20th. There's an Opus Dubai. I think there's like a Forbidden X. There's like a regular Opus X. We had these last year. I think the last year we paired these up. Each person who got one of these also got one of the PJ cigars.
This year, we have a cool cigar that is going to go with this prize. So a lot of the swag prizes, so the ashtrays or these carbon fiber cases, are coming with a lovely crusty Dan Marino.
I wouldn't call it super crusty.
It's almost 10 years old. It's from
That's
20.
aged.
It's from, yeah. Do we have them in this box?
Let me see those. I don't know if those are actually aged. Those. Let me look
Well,
at
they're-
those.
Yeah, but they have the year on the.
I can't remember what they were. I know they're the Dan Marino Angel Share A's, but they're in the white box.
Yeah, well, I wanted you to open them up. Let's see.
Married life, right, Mitchell?
Always a good time.
Tyler, are you referring to the Angel Share A's? Yes, that's what I'm.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about. Yes, we are talking about that. We have them right here. Nicole's just trying to dig them out.
Trying to open. All right. I'm going to try to find an open one.
I don't think any of them are open.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Let me see. Thank you. Let me see. 2014 commemorative DMF. I don't know if these are actually from 2014. I know a little bit about these. I mean, I know that they did this for Dan Marino, the Dan Marino Foundation, but I don't remember if these are from 2014 or if they continuously make them. And these are a newer batch. I don't know for sure. I don't know. Maybe someone else knows. I'll be honest with you. I don't know for sure. But I know we have them. They're right here.
Either
and
way,
again, I will
probably
try
nice
to.
cigar.
I will try to hold up. I know the camera and the lighting. Sometimes it doesn't grab it all, but that's them right there. If anyone's ever heard of this or seen it, we have some of these to give away. We also have some samplers.
Yes. Do you want to showcase that?
Yeah, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Hold on, I'm gonna give you that back. Just
So for the swag prizes, we have 8 swag prizes with those Dan Marino A's. So if I'm mistaken, but like I don't know. I feel like they're 8. We'll have to get the information on that.
All right, so we also have assorted samplers of some rare Fuente stuff, popular Fuente stuff. I'm just gonna hold some of these up for you, just to give you a quick glimpse of what's in here. There's some of the Lanceros, there's some 20ths, there's some PJs, obviously. They are right here. Anyone who's ever seen one of these and maybe never had one, this is your chance to win. Very good, very good. Although I will tell you about this cigar. Now, a lot of people know about this cigar. I'm gonna bring this up. I know Nicole's here, but I'm gonna bring this up. So, a lot of people, know about this cigar. Okay, mostly because it's rare, it's good, whatever. It's popular. Everybody wants it. But I wonder how many people actually know how to smoke this cigar, because I was told and learned that there actually is a very particular way to smoke the cigar for good reason. And when I tried it that way, all I'm gonna say, for the mixed company that's around, if anyone ever gets to tell you that story or teach you how that happens, and then you actually get to try one and you smoke it, you're gonna be like, holy shit, it all makes sense now. That's all I can really say. That's all I can really say. Or shoot me a DM and I'll tell you the story. For those who don't know. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff, and there's Lost Cities. There's Opus X. There's some of the Carlito's personal Opus X's are in here. The Love Affairs. Sorry. They're all in here, and they're very beautiful, and they are all going to be put back inside this bag before I drop one and break it. And Nicole already has a bunch of boxes laid out, so I guess that's my cue to keep on rolling.
We will talk about the boxes, but I just want to say we have 10 of those samplers, if I didn't say it already. So there will be 10 winners of those.
Nice.
8 of the Dan Marino plus the swag. So those were the newest things added to the raffle. For some other Fuente goodies that we have a full box of Rare Pink sealed Happy Endings. These are a great cigar.
Of course.
Pass them to you.
Boom. Great cigar.
Yep. We have a box of Opus 25.
Now, that's a box that...
So one winner for these ones.
That's a pretty
wouldn't win the whole
hefty
box.
box right there. I mean, that's Opus 25. If you don't know about it, celebrates obviously 25 years of Opus X, and in conjunction with that box, there was a humidor, cutter, lighter, ashtray, and then a cabinet humidor, I believe, all made by Ellie Blue, made in Paris. That goes along with this. You may have seen it. They're all green and gold. The humidors I think went for like 20-30 grand. Pretty high end stuff, very limited. But these are the cigars that would come inside the humidor. They come in the box, then you can fill it. But very, very hard to find. Very hard to find. Even for Opus, this is harder to find than a lot of the stuff that's here. So very, very cool stuff. Someone who gets this is definitely a box that I could see someone holding on to for a while. And then we have these, obviously.
We have this honk-a-tonk. This is the father and son size of the 20th. This one is great. This is what, 25 count box, right? I can't remember.
I think it's 20.
20.
It's 20. If I
And that
remember
one's
correctly,
nice. That
these are
comes
20.
in one of their lacquered boxes.
Yep. For those who haven't seen
Yeah.
it, it's beautiful blue and white box.
It's not wooden, so it's nice.
Well,
You
it
can
is,
continue
but
to use
it's
it.
not.
Well,
It's
but
a
with the
paint. Yeah.
it just doesn't look like this
No.
on the outside, which
Very
is also
detailed. Very detailed.
our next prize. Lead in.
Fuente Opus X.
Yep.
Perfection Sharks.
Yep.
Or 77 Sharks, whatever.
Yep.
Whatever it is. Those are on there as well. These
Full
are
box of
these are
those.
great. Full box of these. There's 36 in this box. So
Ooh.
with Fuente Opus X, they don't just do the straight 20 or 25. Some of them are 20, 25. Some of them are, I think, Triple 8 is like 15. Triple X goes to like 46. This is 36. So they have all different size counts on them, which is cool.
That's a classic.
We also have one of the newer releases of Rare Pink, which came out this year, correct? So this is the Queen of Hearts size.
It's kind of similar to like the, it's a short, chubby Perfecto, kind of like the Flying Pig from Drew Estate. If you've ever seen one of those, it kind of has that same shape to it.
And there's 20 in this box. So this was this year's release along with the, we don't have the sophisticated hooker, but this was the other size that came out this year.
John, to answer your question, no, none of this is autographed, unfortunately.
I think that question came out too when we were talking about Dan Marino.
Yes, I think that was as well for the Dan Marino.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just noticed it now.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I don't know what happened there.
Anyway, and so of the Fuente prizes, this one I think is the last box that we have, and this is the Dubai.
That's right. So this is Arena de Amor, which is only available in Dubai. This is the Opus X Dubai. You've probably also seen this box floating around on secondhand markets for very high values. Very hard to get, but very special. We also have one box of these as well. So we will put that into the stack over here.
There's a big stack going.
There's a big stack. Now, the one thing I will say is whoever gets these cigars, make sure that you put them in your humidor for at least a week or two before you open it and smoke anything out of it. One, because it's always good to humidify new cigars, and two, because they've been sitting in my office for a month because I have I have nowhere to put them in a humidor. So they've been sitting in my office on the floor in a box, protected and safe, but just not very humidified, and it's pretty dry up here in New England. So just make sure you let these rest for a few before you kind of open and rip them up. So what else do we have, Nicole?
So now we're just going to move on. So the only other prizes that we have in person are from Christoph.
Oh, that's right, Christoph.
So
Christoph
we'll
Cigars
just
was
give a
very
show-
gracious to donate 2 boxes of cigars. They're Christoph Habano, which is right here, 1 box for those, as
Yep.
well as the Corojo Limitada.
Yep.
So thank you to our friends at Christoph Cigars. Huge shout out to Jared and the gang over there for putting those in there. We really, really, really appreciate it.
Now I'm going to switch over and we're going to go to the website so that we can look at the rest of the prizes. So we're actually
Sure.
pretty lucky in terms of what we have to ship this year. The year I had to ship like
There's a couple of other things in there you could pull out.
well, these were the swag. I wasn't going to pull the swag out.
No, there's
prizes.
some other stuff than that.
What?
Look for
remind me.
look for a square white.
Oh, yep, you're right. Never mind. Sorry. I lied.
So you can do that one. I'll do this
Okay.
one.
Couple more things.
Sorry. So, first of all, courtesy of our friends at Cools of London and ST DuPont and my good personal friend Les Mann, they have graciously donated 1 ST DuPont Line 2 in electric blue with palladium appointments with the perfect ping. It's not full. I'll let you fill it at the end. But this is 1 brand new ST DuPont Line 2. This is an awesome Line 2. This is really nice. A lot of detail. That color. Look at that. Look how bright that blue is.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. I'll flick it open one more time for you. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lighter. That is also up for grabs, courtesy of Les Mann, ST DuPont, and Cools of London.
And then we have the Cigar cutter, which is, I believe, a limited edition Cigar.
Yes,
Are
yes.
they numbered
Can I see
as
that?
well? Yes. You can do that.
Yes, this is, so there was the original Cigar cutter that came out that had the, we have them, with the wooden side handles from the original molds. And then they came out with this one last year.
So it's a Fuente. It's a limited edition Fuente
Yes.
sidecar cutter.
This one is an Opus X sidecar cutter, and this one came out last year. It's numbered. This is number 317 out of I want to say they did like 800 or 1,000 of them. And it's beautiful. It's got like this rose gold center part, and then like a soft matte ivory on the sides, and then there's all sorts of there's the Opus X logo over it, and then in the steel there's a laser engraving which you can kind of make out. I don't want to go too close because then it takes away the focus from us, and then I have to get up and record this camera. But there's almost like a laser engraving on the steel of artwork and detail as well. It's very, very ornate, very, very limited, and it comes with a leather carrying case.
Which I love, and it has the Opus logo on the carrying case as well.
Yes, it does.
And this is numbered, so you'll have the box.
And it comes with, it does come with a little certificate with it that will be in there. Sorry, I just can't stop yawning today. It's just been...
I think that's...
That should be everything. That's the rest of the stuff is like ashtrays and stuff like that. That it's great stuff, but we kind of want to get some.
Bobbleheads,
Yeah, we were just
espresso cups. We have plenty of one-day swag. Also,
I'm gonna pass some of this back to you too,
Okay.
just so I don't have so much in front of my face.
Yep.
Sorry.
There's a lot of cigars here.
There it is. Okay. So anyway.
Well, so I gotta pull up on screen though, so let me do that. I'm just gonna stack these here.
Definitely some epic prizes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. How many times have you tripped over prizes? Too many to count, Alex. I'll be honest with you. It's a pretty big pile of stuff, and I've had to move it so many times. But it's exciting to have. You know, it's exciting to know that it's here and it's in the charity fundraiser and everyone's buying raffle tickets for it. It's for a good cause, so it doesn't really bother me too much. Nicole has it up on screen here.
I do. It's not the best showcase, but so what you're looking at is a photo of our Rally Up page right now.
You probably X that out.
Yeah, they can't see that.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know. So here we have all of the prizes listed. So we're just gonna shoot through some of these. So we also have a Boveda bundle.
We do.
So one winner will receive a 6-count box of the 69%.
Yeah,
320
it's actually a
grams.
long list of stuff.
Oh. Well,
So
we
what?
can do that.
So shout out to Rob at Boveda for putting this together. One winner is going to receive a 6-count box of 320 grams, 69% humidity packs, a 320 metal holder, limited 25th anniversary edition hat, Boveda lighter and cutter, 1 year supply of humidor bags in each size, small, medium, and large, a calibration kit, and a 4-pack of the 84% relative humidity, 60-gram seasoning packs to season a new humidor. So that is all courtesy of our friends at Boveda. So thank you very much.
And anyone who's into tupperdoors, that's the prize for you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You need that.
100%. 100%.
I am going to skim through because we did just talk about the samplers and we talked about the Dan Marino cigars and swag. Now this prize right here is, I think, one of the heavy hitters are going to be the one of the heavy hitters.
Yeah, there's a box of the brand new LFD Golden NFTs as well as the matching Glencairn glass that goes along with it. This is from NFT number 1. And that was donated to us by Alex Martinez, owner of numbers 1 and 2 from Main Street Cigars. So just a quick shout out to him. Really appreciate it. So one winner is going to receive 1 box of these. And if you haven't had them, they're great. My opinion, I think the NFT cigar is a little bit better than the original bowl just because it's not as much filler.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. I mean, I don't want to say too much, but certain folks who get an LFD paycheck also agreed with me, and that's all I can say. That's all I can say. So it's not it's not really shots fired, but it's great. It's a great cigar. If you haven't had the NFT yet, I know they're a little bit pricey, a little bit harder to find. There's only 7 of them, so this is definitely a treat. It's a fantastic cigar and a great addition to any cigar collection.
And this one has been really hard to get for a lot of people. So
yeah, and it's from NFT number 1. So
Yep.
I mean, if you're really into the NFT thing, it is numbered, and you'll get a numbered from NFT number 1. I think the photo says number 2, but Alex asked me, "Do you want from 1 or 2?" I said 1. So it should be from NFT number 1.
we're all about number 1. All right. So Moving on. So other cool prizes. So from Cigar Blondie, we have a cutter and lighter set.
Well, you guys should already know all about that.
You should.
I mean, they're right here.
Boom.
So we use these every week. Fantastic cutter and lighter set. So
They have stood the test of time.
one lucky winner is going to receive a set of their own.
Yes.
And after that, you guys can cut and light along with us.
That's right. Thank you,
Yes.
Mitchell. Mitchell's right there on the layup there. That's awesome. Opus X Society duffel bag.
Yes, and this one was donated
that
by
looks
our
so
friend
sexy.
Jay Davis.
Shout out to
So
our very good
this-
friend Jay Davis. He's always looking out for
Yep.
us. He's also a member of the PCA.
Yep.
Sits on the PCA board. He graciously donated this bag to us.
Yep.
It's a great duffel bag. I don't know if it's on there, but I know that this bag carries like an MSRP of like $2,000 ish.
They are pricey.
They're very pricey. They're very cool. Designed by Manny Ariarte himself. So it's do a little research on this before you write it off and say, "Oh, it's just a duffel bag." 'Cause it's a cool bag. So anyone, especially anyone who's really into Opus and stuff, you're definitely gonna want that bag. So definitely check that out.
It is Italian leather, and I have it up in front of me. It is $2,000.
Looks really-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a nice bag.
Yeah.
That is a
It looks
really nice
really
And
bag.
it is sold out on their website right now, the one with the green olive trim.
That's right.
So
That's right. So
I currently use a leather duffel to pretty much like bring all my stuff because the leather just doesn't hold that. Like, you know, if you use like a regular backpack, like it smells so much after just like one or two uses into the lounge. My leather one barely has anything. Like I can just like put it by the front door, not even know it's there because the leather doesn't hold on to that smell as much. And
that's true.
I love the way, and like mine is like a really old one, and it's patinaed really nice. It's not an Opus X, obviously. It's a different leather duffel bag, but I love them for throwing just my travel door and all my accessory stuff for a pair of headphones, extra clothing, whatever it is, and yeah, they're perfect. That is a really nice bag.
Absolutely. So once again, shout out to Jay Davis for donating that to us. We really appreciate it.
Blue Smoke of Dallas.
Blue Smoke, and the Ash Cigar Lounge. We have some stuff from Matt Booth. I know we have two items from him. They are kind of separated right now. One is going to be 4 winners are each going to receive one of his new limited edition Room 101 Guadalupe candles.
Yep.
Which were in his most recent Shadow Army drop. If you're not a member of the Shadow Army, then you suck.
Still waiting for
but-
the Matt Booth. Just saying.
Hey. We don't bash Maddie on the air. That's not nice.
I'm just saying I want my candle that I ordered. So I'm waiting.
So you can, if you're not a member of the Shadow Army, you suck. But you do have a chance to win one of these. And if you're not a member, shame on you. Sign up today at shadowarmy.co today. Keep on scrolling. I know you guys saw those.
Yep, we already went through.
Speaking of Blue Smoke of Dallas, we have one of 2 gift cards available, both
Yep.
of whom are from our very, very good friend, Mr. William Cooper, who I love so much.
Coop.
He has donated I'll mention them both now, but the other one's, I think, further down. This is a $100 gift card to Blue Smoke of Dallas, courtesy of Cigar Coop. And then I believe is it $200? I think it's a $200 gift card to Corona Cigar Co., also courtesy of Cigar Coop. So thank you so much to Coop for playing along with us and donating along with us this year. It's been exciting, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, Coop.
Nothing like winning some cash to just buy whatever cigars you want.
I know, you can just buy what you
I
want.
know.
You don't have to win what we give you. You can just buy what you want.
Exactly.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum,
All right,
ba-dum, bum,
moving
bum.
past some of the boxes here to a leadership assessment and virtual coaching session.
Yeah, so this one's a little interesting. I'm going to explain this one a little bit more because I'm sure a lot of people saw this one like, what is this? Like, I have no interest. So this was donated to us by Mr. Dallas Edmiston. I'm always bad with
you
pronunciation.
got it, I think so.
In 2019, the Cigar Family Charitable Foundation implemented a leadership development program with the help of Dallas. Dallas is a certified coach, teacher, trainer, and speaker with the Maxwell Leadership Team. One lucky winner will obtain a leadership assessment and 3 one-hour virtual coaching sessions. Oh, did I mention that the package also includes 3 Opus X from his personal collection? He is someone who's obviously been involved with Cigar Family Charitable Foundation. So he is someone who approached me on this and wanted to put something in, and I said absolutely. Really appreciate his involvement. He also knows as well, firsthand, how special that place is, what this place means to the families in the community and the kids who get to benefit from it. So, of course, I told him he could put this in. Hopefully, you can get something out of it. I think that it's a very interesting coaching session, and whoever wins it, like I said, enjoy. It is something a little bit different, but hey, you know what? It just might change your life.
And I bet you the cigars are cool too, because he is literally a hop, skip, and a jump away from.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Fuente
he's
farm.
gonna have he's gonna have 3 awesome cigars in that. That's gonna be awesome.
I know it's not about the cigars, but
It's not about the cigars. It's not about the money. It's about what the money does.
yes.
Moving right along. We sorry, my mouth and my throat are very dry today. I've been drinking so much water.
Well, moving on. So we have the La Aroma de Cuba Passion swag
Passion.
pack. Passion.
Donated to us by our friends at Ashton Cigars. Shout out to Andy Green, Vice President of Sales. He is he's the man. He put this together for us, and we really appreciate it. So you'll get all of this. You'll get a La Roma de Cuba Passion, a vintage mesh hat, T-shirt, ashtray, and a triple torch lighter. $130 retail value, donated by Ashton Cigars. No cigars included. We also have a box of Don Lino Africa. Shout out to our friend Gabe, who helped us put this together. This comes on behalf of Miami Cigar. Box of Don Lino Africa and matching ashtray donated by Miami Cigar. Yeah, a lot of boxes of cigars in here. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of boxes being given away. You saw both of those Christoph boxes. We have those here. All right. So click on that one. So I'm just gonna bring it up. I wasn't gonna talk about it because I don't talk about everything. But here's the thing. So I recently acquired one of these ashtrays personally. And it was really personal. So I'm just gonna leave that where it is. But without thinking, I took a photo with the cigar and it was in the background. And then everyone started messaging me. They're like, how do you get that ashtray? And I'm like, this was a gift. And shortly after, Oliver and Dan over at United Cigar said, we're going to put one of these in, as well as a United Cigar pack. I forget what they're putting in. They just said other goodies. So I don't know what that means. It's up to them. You'll find out. But they said they were going to put one of these in, and I said, oh, awesome, because everyone keeps asking me where I got one, so now someone has a chance to win it. So
And they are not for sale, so you will be...
As far as I understand, I don't think they are, yeah.
One of very few people who have this ashtray.
Now, we did see them. So they were on display at PCA last year, as well as some other styles of ashtrays and some other things. But I don't think they've officially gone on sale yet. So these are probably pre-productions or a production that was made in extremely small quantity just for promotion. So
we don't know, but
I don't know the answer to that, to be honest with you. Maybe Cigar Coop knows because he knows everything.
But we also don't have any ETA on if it was going to be for sale or anything like that. So
correct.
Right now it's super rare.
Yeah, so that's a very cool ashtray. And if you're a United fan, if you're a Selected Tobacco fan, it's definitely an ashtray you got to have. So keep an eye out for that. That is definitely a prize to watch.
All right, we did already
saw the line 2.
The line 2.
We have to take this thing out of here because that was put in before all the other stuff. So we have to just don't let me forget because someone's gonna get picked for a advertisement.
Ooh. Yeah, we don't want that. Okay, so this one.
This is one of the first prizes that we got. Actually,
Yes.
This was given to us. We actually don't have it; they have it, but it's on here. It's up for grabs. It is a box of the 2021 Great Smoke Opus X that Carlito blended for Abe. For the Great Smoke. A lot of people who, if you know Smokin and you know the Great Smoke and you know all those people, you probably know about this. This is from a couple years ago. This is from the Digital Experience.
Yes.
This is the box of cigars that crashed the Great Smoke website like 45 minutes. This is definitely one that you want. There's no other Opus X. I mean, we have a few of them here that are pretty rare, but I mean, this one's a very specifically blended Opus X. Something that Carlito does not do. I don't think he's ever blended an Opus X for any a store or anything like that that I can remember. So this is very special, a very limited amount of made, and they graciously donated one box. So yeah. I mean, there's only so much I can say. I mean, it's badass stuff. Just
we don't know how many.
Just get your raffle tickets and hope you win. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. It's just I'm blown away by just some of the stuff that people put in.
Ooh, now this one.
Here we go. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Steve Saka from Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust, formerly of Drew Estate. just.
This prize drew a lot of attention.
It
already.
did. He's just showing up with a banger.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, I want to do something, like let me see what I can find. And I was like, yeah, whatever you want to do, it's fine. Like there's no, if you want to be
right or
involved,
wrong, just
yeah, if you want to put something in, like it's whatever you want to do. And he came back with this. He came back with a bundle of bench samples of MF13s from 2011, which I don't even know if MF13 was a production cigar. These might have just been blend samples that just never came to be that he has. I don't really know the history on this. I just know that they're not around today because I've never seen one. I've seen UF13s, but no MF13s. But these are from 2011, so they're 13 years old.
Yep.
They're from Steve's personal collection.
Yep.
He said while it pained him to give these away, it's for such a great cause. He knew he had to do it. So, Steve, we appreciate it so much. Thank you very, very much. These are also up for grabs. So, Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust fans, this is definitely one to get. This is
Drew Estate fans.
And Drew Estate fans. Yeah, you're right. And Drew Estate fans. I mean, this is definitely a Drew Estate cigar that you probably don't have. And it's a Steve Saka cigar you probably have not had. And what else was I going to say? I had one more thing I was going to say. I can't remember. You ruined my flow.
13 years old.
It is.
Yeah.
They're old. They got some age. They got some
That is-
age.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Steve, once again, just dropping heat. That's what he does. He just drops heat. I don't know how he does it. Just every time. It's amazing. Our friends from Drew Estate,
Yep.
post Steve for stock of Drew Estate, also put in some awesome stuff. I actually have one of those. I don't know where.
Somewhere.
It's around here. Oh, it's over there on the floor. I can't really get it.
Yeah, we're not moving.
An Undercrown 10 ashtray.
Which I love this one because it's nice and big.
Actually, that's not the same one. We have the Year of the Rat one. That's a different one.
Oh.
It looks the same.
Yeah, that's a her fast trade right there.
That is a badass ashtray. We have a similar one, and it is awesome. And just the metal part in the center of the wood comes out, so you can clean it. So that
Very convenient.
does
Yes.
separate, which I didn't know. I didn't know that till recently. I was like, oh shit. And then it came out, and I was like, I feel stupid. So anyway, moving on. We have that a Liga Privada 10 Anniversario ashtray. This one is ceramic. It's beautiful, black, silver, glass ashtray. I've never seen this one in person, but I imagine it's probably a good size. I don't think it's a little guy. It's probably pretty beefy. I've seen other photos of those and the H99 ones. I think they're pretty big, so that is up for grabs. The DE25 humidor. This is a great humidor. It's a good size.
It's big. I have one.
You do have one? I have one too.
Yeah.
I want to say, Mitch, how many cigars do you think you probably fit in there? 100?
Oh, at least 100. It's got
150?
two racks, right? So
So it's probably more than that, 200 or 300.
I'd say it's probably 150 to 250. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So I mean, holds a good
Yes.
amount. It's bigger than it looks. It's a good size. That buckle in the front is actually kind of like the handle, so
Yep.
you lift that,
Lifts
the
up.
lid opens. Mitchell, you know what I noticed about that humidor that I really like? You notice in the tray, underneath, it's like
The
a little
Bovetus.
slot. You slide the
Yeah.
Bovetus in there, and it's
The
like they're
Bovetus
hidden.
slot. I was just gonna mention that,
Oh,
dude. Genius.
Man. I don't know if that's intentional, but it's so
I don't
awesome.
know.
It works.
Yeah.
I put my
it
Bovetus in there, and then it just looks clean.
Yeah, it's so clean. Then you don't have to be moving them around all the time. You just
Yeah.
slide them right in there, and the tray comes out nice. It's got these nice metal handles on the tray.
See, Mitchell's
It's,
on the same page.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a little
It's a
things,
good-
right?
I gave it to my dad.
You
for
get that humidor
Father's
to your dad? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so we have this Smokin Cat Solid Copper Cigar. So this is handmade by Smokin Cat Cigar Accessories. He's such a good guy. He always donates. Some
He
art
does,
to
and those
us.
I've seen those.
Yeah.
Those are really well made. I think he machines all that himself. It's solid. It's not cheap and flimsy at all. It's really, really nice.
It's very heavy.
It's very heavy.
The cigar rest is probably a very underrated thing. I actually always, this isn't from him, but I always use a cigar rest. I very rarely, just because there's so many ashtrays where you don't know if your cigar is going to balance on it properly, and half
That's
the time
true.
and then it drops in. So I always have my cigar rest with me, and I just plop it there. And if I need to ash, I just ash into the ashtray, and it's kind of like I can put my cigar wherever I need it, but the ashtray just kind of stays to the side.
It's funny you mentioned that, how some ashtrays, the cigars don't sit really well on them, and it's so true. And there's been some
frustrating.
Oh yeah, and frustrating, but it's like I've had hundreds and hundreds of ashtrays over the years, and some of them you see me like, oh, this is so cool, and then you get it, and you like put the cigar in it, and it's like it's just, I don't know, it doesn't sit right. You have to like balance it just right, and then as you smoke it and it gets shorter,
Yeah.
you gotta like keep finding that balance, and it's like yeah, it's cool, it's like a piece of art, but like it's not very functional.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I'm glad you talked about that, because I feel like that's something that we don't mention a lot. Some ashtrays are just not very useful. You know what's funny? A lot of people ask me. I use the standard 1999 stinky ashtray bowl. This is what I use. I don't have I mean, I have them, but I don't use them. Like, I don't like my everyday ashtray. Like, I just use this. It's all you need. It's just a simple, just metal ashtray. It's all you need.
And like I said, even if you lose the rings, you just have your little cigar rest, and you just ash into a big metal bowl. Boom.
Yeah, I know. It's all you need.
Yeah.
It's great. I throw that thing around. You can scrub it with a Brillo pad. Not gonna worry about the finish coming off.
All right.
Anyway, continue. Me and Mitchell are done having our ashtray.
Your ashtray moment.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the La Flor Dominicana canvases.
Ooh.
There's 9 winners, so there's 9.
Yeah,
and
you know, these are really cool, and I think that they've definitely added to the collection.
Yes.
Since they first came out. I remember when they first came out, I mean, the Andalusian Bull one in the middle they had, and there's some other ones that I know that they have
this
made.
one they had already, the dancing.
They had that one, but there's other ones that are not on here that I know that they've made in the past. So there's definitely some new ones. Those are really cool. If I remember correctly, I think Tony designed them all. So they're not like original paintings, but the designs were, I believe, created by Tony. So those are really cool.
And like I said, 9 winners. We'll get those. We also have 4 winners. We'll get the LFD School of Rolling bundles.
Yes, these are bundles of cigars that were rolled by new rollers at La Flor Dominicana at their own in-house rolling school. And I believe these are available on the market. You can buy these, but John was gracious enough. He put these in the donation setup last year, so we put them in again this year. So that was really cool. Thank you to our friends at LFD for that. Oh, and they got 2 more things too. There's an Astronomy ashtray designed by Lito Gomez himself. These are really badass. Really badass. Really cool material. Really sharp, really flashy. Not metal or not like ceramic or glass. So you don't have to worry about it breaking. It's all solid. I believe it's an acrylic. It's some form of acrylic, I believe, is what it's made of. So it has like, it kind of has like a glassy look to it, but it's not. So if you drop it, you may chip it or something, but it shouldn't shatter like a regular glass one.
Just dropping them though.
Huh?
I said we don't suggest dropping them though.
No, but I mean, God forbid there's an accident. I mean, that's always the biggest thing with a ceramic. So, oh, what if it breaks? So you don't really have that fear with this, but it still gives you kind of that like glassy look to it. It's really cool.
So there are going to be 3 winners for those ashtrays, and then another 4 winners for the La Flor Dominicana Tour del Mundo samplers.
Oh, that's right. Those are the samplers that are normally available at the Great Smoke Sessions, John Carney's personal La Flor Dominicana events that he does around the country once a month. He will cook for you. He will make those packs available. And actually, I don't know if you buy them or if if you have a ticket to the event, if you get it. I don't remember how it works, but I know you get them at that event. I've been on hand for several of those events, and they're awesome. Ask your local retailer if they're doing an LFD gourmet smoke session, and if they're not, bug them to do so, because it's a good time, and he will feed you. I promise. You will not go home hungry. What else we got? Oh, JC Newman's got a handful of stuff in here.
Yep.
All right. First of all, these have been on here for a little while, but recently announced the Angel Cuesta, the new cigars that JC Newman showed us at PCA last year, are going to be shipping soon to TAA retailers first, and then I believe they're going to go out to some other folks as well. But these cigars, I don't believe they've shipped yet, or they're shipping now. So they're still kind of fresh to the market. So one winner is going to get a 5-pack of these. These are rolled at El Reloj in Tampa, Florida. It has a value of $150. And like I said, these are some new cigars. They're going to be pretty limited. They're only rolled by 2 people. So these are definitely limited. There's not a lot of them around. So whoever wins this is definitely going to be special.
Absolutely. And we do have a J.C. Newman vintage ashtray. So we have 5 winners.
That thing's big, too.
I know.
It's like, I don't know, yay big? It's a good size. It's pretty cool.
I do love all these like big ashtrays. I feel like the past few years there's been a lot of tiny ones.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, right? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes we see them when they're like, I like the big table ones.
Me
It's
too.
not quite that size, but it's.
I don't
It's
think I've ever
decent.
showed anybody. I have one.
Oh, your wooden one?
I might be in storage. I had a friend make me
Yes.
like a slice from an oak tree, and then he hollowed out the middle and he put rests on it. But it's, I want to say, not just the
It's
open
like-
face, like from bark to bark, it's like
It's big.
15, 17 inches across in diameter. It's big. And it's probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches thick. And it has the bark on it, and he sealed it all in, so it's all sealed in. And then he put the logo in the middle. I don't use it very often because it is such a big ashtray. It's kind of overkill for just like even like 3 people. But I do have it. I do have it somewhere. That was pretty cool. That's probably the biggest ashtray I've ever seen.
All right. So we also have the Diamond Crown package from J.C. Newman. So this package is valued at over $1,000. It includes the Diamond Crown whiskey set with 2 rocks glasses, 6 whiskey stones, tongs, and an elegant black box. It also includes the 90-count Alexander humidor. So another humidor there. And then the Alexander ashtray and a box of Diamond Crown number 5 Robusto. So you are getting a little bit of everything in this price.
Wow.
And it is signed by Eric, Bobby, and Drew Newman as well.
And guys, I am going to put the link in the comments section on all of the video feeds.
Yeah, absolutely. Now
I'm gonna
this
pin that.
prize, let's see here. So this one is a tour of the El Reloj factory, a hand rolling class, and dinner on J.C. Newman. So this one, fortunately, you're going to have to get your own flight down. But once you get to Tampa, you all have something to do. So this one is a tour of the factory. If you've never gone, Matthew and I went a couple years ago. It was great. It was fantastic. I loved it. We got to see people rolling the American in the room.
I believe we
Yeah.
also saw people rolling the beginning of the Angel Questas, if I remember correctly.
Yes, they just wouldn't tell us what they were.
Yeah, they
at
wouldn't
the
tell us what it
time.
was, but it
2
was
years
the
ago.
Angel Questas, yeah.
Yes. But they were also rolling the American, which is one of my favorite J.C. Newman cigars. But the tour is great. And then after the tour and the rolling class, you're going to have a Columbia Restaurant Group gift card. So you can take that to one of their many
The
restaurants.
legendary Columbia restaurant, for those who haven't been.
Yes, so you can go there. But there are some other options here with that restaurant group. And we actually went to this one. I'm probably saying it wrong, but Yulili. That's where we went, remember?
I think is it Ulele?
Ulele. Someone can make fun of us.
Ulele?
correct
It might
us.
be, yeah.
But that-
we've eaten there. It's awesome.
But that was cool, and they have a pretty cool beer garden.
Didn't we get coconut
there.
shrimp there?
Yeah.
That
But they had a
was
cool,
awesome.
huge outdoor patio. It was beautiful. So highly recommend. And I believe it was only like 5 minutes away from the factory. So,
Yeah, it was really good. Definitely check that out.
but yeah, so a trip from J.C. Newman there.
Sorry, I'm just putting the
That's a
link.
super, super
to-
unique prize.
It is.
Yeah, very unique.
Yeah.
I was putting the link to the fundraiser just because I
Mm-hmm.
just remembered in all the video comments, and then I pinned it so it shouldn't move. So just in case anyone was looking for it, you can find it in the comments.
Now we also have a Rabbit Air
We do.
minus A2.
We have a minus A2 that was graciously donated by our friends at Rabbit Air
Mm-hmm.
for this fundraiser, And I'm pretty sure that is the particular pattern you're also going to get too. I believe that is the exact one because I know they come in different colors and patterns and artwork and stuff
But
like
I
that.
think the front pops off, right? So people can purchase other.
Yeah, I believe they pop off on that.
designs.
I know on the A3 it pops off because
Yeah.
ours pops off.
But I believe with their art ones that they can pop off and you can
Yeah, I
get
think-
other designs.
Yeah, you can
I think
change
from
it.
an A2 here, and yeah, or it pops up. I think you can get different fronts.
Yeah.
So thank you to Rabbit Air for that. And then we also have this. So we have a limited edition Opus X Society yellow porcelain ashtray.
That was donated to us from Opus X Society themselves. Shout out to Mini Air Arte and show fan Mike Touse.
Yes, and it is one of 250 pieces.
Yes. So shout out to those guys. Thank you so much for that donation.
Beautiful ashtray.
We have a Tatuaje mystery pack.
Ooh, this one's gonna be good.
Um,
I'm jealous.
and that's all that Pete Johnson gave us. He is a
So-
man of
That's all he's-
mystery.
Well, so look, I had a conversation with Pete, and he was involved last year, and he said, "Hey, like I'll do something we want me to do," and I'm like, "You can do whatever you want. It's all good." So he came back and he was like, "I'm gonna do like a mystery set. Like I'm gonna put something together." And he was on a couple weeks ago, so he kind of elaborated a little bit more, but not really that much more. So go check out that episode if you want to. Maybe I can't remember every little thing he said, but I think he may have suggested certain things he was toying with putting in there, but he wasn't very specific. But he had told me, he was like, yeah, he's like, I'm gonna put it together. Just let me know, like when it's over or whatever, and I'm gonna put it together, and it's gonna have a bunch of stuff in there. And so, I mean, it's Pete. If you're a regular Tatuaje follower, you know he's got a lot of limited stuff. I can only imagine what he may or may not put in there. So that's a pretty badass pack. I'm not gonna lie. Without even knowing what's in it, because I swear to God I don't know. Pete would not tell me. But just knowing the brand, yeah, it's probably gonna be lit. So, don't sleep on that one either.
We have some Cigar accessories. So
Of
one
course.
lucky winner is going to rate its one for this prize.
I believe so.
Yes.
Yes.
So we'll win a Zycar Revolution cutter, a Meridian lighter, and then a 50 to 80 travel humidor.
That's a pretty big travel count here. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Even mine, I think I got two of them. One of them is like 25, one's like 30-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, 50 to 80, that's a lot to carry around.
All right.
But as much as I say that, easily fillable. Easily fillable. So it's not like it's too big. I mean, come on. You can never have too much travel space.
So we have a couple more boxes of cigars here. So we do have a box of the Hiram and Solomon Revival, donated
Yes.
by Hiram and Solomon.
Thank you. Shout out to them. Shout out to Rod. Thank you very much, guys. Room 101, 12th anniversary, donated by Rolex Luther himself.
Yes.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
So
If you know, you know.
if you know, you know.
And as we get towards the end here, we have a Red Meat Lovers Club business sponsorship.
Mm-hmm.
So one business sponsorship for any Red Meat Lovers Club event with 2 tickets. And that's an $1,800 value.
Donated by Evan Darnell. Shout out to Evan. Thank you, Evan.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, bro.
Boom.
Yeah, delicious meat.
Delicious meat.
That's what she said. Goat Cigar Club swag
Okay.
pack. Shout out to our friends at Goat Cigar Club. These guys are a good group of guys. They've been around for a while. I've known them since my early days of cigar smoking, so I've always had a good friendship with them. They wanted to put something in. They put this awesome little set in here with some of their swag, a membership patch and welcome letter, as well as some of their cigars. So, like I said, just shout out to those guys, Goat Cigar Club. Great guys. I've known them for a while. And just want to thank them again for donating some stuff. And that's about it. I think that's all of it.
That is all of it. Boom. We are back.
Boom. There we are. So, yeah, here we are. That's all the prizes. We are still at $28,010 since we started. The link has been posted in all of the comment sections on all of the videos. We have 6 days. What is the exact? It's like 6 days, 22 hours. Hold on. I'll tell you. Come on, let's load. We have 6 days, 20 hours, 51 minutes, and 33 seconds left. to buy your raffle tickets. So it'll close around, I think it's set for like 4 p.m. Eastern is when it shuts off. And then it will assign all the winners to their tickets. You will get an email, but not until after the show, because we're going to do our little shindig. So you got to watch the show if you want to find out if you won early. If not, you got to wait till like 10 p.m. Eastern, and then they'll automatically tell you. But at 7 p.m., we will go off the list and tell you who won what. So you should tune into the show and listen, and you'll find out if you won. Or you can wait till 10 o'clock and you can get the email. Common question, because I think this came up last year. Winners definitely get an email. If you don't win, do you get an email? I think you do, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you get emailed either way. So last year people were like, hey, I didn't get an email. And I'm like, all right, you should definitely have something. So make sure you also check your spam folders. I can't caution that enough.
There's
Please
a
make
delay.
sure.
I mean, it won't happen as soon as...
It's not going to be like 10 o'clock on the dot.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. But it's going to be like, around that time. So like by 10:25, you should have it. Yeah. So check your spam folders. Make sure you had the right email. Check all your email accounts in case you forgot what email you use, because some people got like 4 emails. Before you come to me, please check all your emails. And then if you really don't have an email, nothing, then come to me and I'll look you up and I'll make sure that you either won or you didn't. I'll give you an answer one way or the other. But you should be notified. Let me see. So anything new going on in the cigar world? Nah, not really. Same shit, different day. No, we do have news. We should probably do the news before we wrap up the show. I know we were in the middle of our price showcase, but our news is once again brought to you by Micallef Cigars. If you head over to MicallefCigars.com today, you can sign up to become official Micallef ambassador. This week in the news, sorry, I got to get it up on my laptop. We briefly teased it a little bit at the beginning of the show. Well, Mitchell brought it up, actually, I think.
Yep, I did, because I was smoking a Don Carlos.
Are you still smoking that, or did you finish? Sorry, I wasn't.
No, I just finished it. I actually just lit up the new El Baton Vitola. I think came out.
Those are good. I like those.
Yeah. What's it,
Sorry, I'm all over the place because Nicole's here today.
5x56. Let's see if I can get that in the camera.
Yeah, those are good. Those are good. I got more of those too if you need more.
This is lighting up really nice.
Jose Blanco promoted to global brand ambassador for Arturo Fuente today. Arturo Fuente announced it would be promoting our good friend, the Professor, Jose Blanco, to the position of global brand ambassador. Jose joined Arturo Fuente in 2020 as director of sales Eastern Hemisphere. Jose has also been a veteran in this industry for over 50 years, having worked with companies such as La Aurora, Joya de Nicaragua, and EP Carrillo. In his new role, Jose will work to represent Arturo Fuente brand to retailers and distributors in the Eastern Hemisphere, but in addition, he will also work closely with Carlos Fuente Jr. in the promotion of brand via events and trade shows all over the world. In addition, Arturo Fuente says that they plan to have a series of events throughout the United States starting in 2023 through 2024 featuring Jose and Carlito in retail stores. So, in addition to Jose being promoted, which congratulations, Jose, you have earned it. You are a great man. Finally, at the age of 105, you have gotten to the top of the world. I have to say that. But no, seriously, congrats. I mean, Jose is one of the best. He's been doing this longer than most that are still around today. Guy knows everything. I mean, I'll tell you, he's still learning. He'll tell you he's still learning more, but I mean, he knows a lot, and he's been such a friend to us and such a good mentor to a lot of people whose lives he's touched. So really exciting for him and the brand. But in addition to that, I did pick up that little bit of information that I thought some other people might glaze over, is that Fuente had said in their press release that they were planning a series of events throughout the United States with Jose and Carlito in stores. Now, I don't know exactly how many that's going to be. I don't know exactly what stores it's going to be. But I can tell you this. I know that at least Carlito doesn't do a lot of in-store events in retail stores. And usually when he does do events, it's usually revolving around CFCF. So I'm not sure if that means there's going to be a lot. They're going to be doing like a whole book tour, and they're going to be like all over the place. But it's definitely something to pay attention to, because that is definitely an event you don't want to miss. So if you're a Fuente fan, fan of Carlito, fan of Jose, even just if you're a fan of Jose from whenever, definitely look into that. Stay on top of that. I'm not sure. They might communicate that to us somehow. I assume there's going to be more there on that information. But just kind of stay in tune with us as well as Arturo Fuente on that, because I'm sure that there's probably going to be some stuff announced to that, because that's definitely a tease with more to come. I just don't know what more to come is going to be. Could be 12 events. It could be like 30. I don't know. So very intrigued by that myself. So we'll if we hear anything, we will bring that information to you. That's our job. That's why we're here.
Absolutely. David asked how I'm feeling.
Yeah, Nicole, this is definitely your time to shine. Give your update on the pregnancy.
It's been a while since you've been on camera.
Yeah, and we haven't really talked
It's been
about
a
it.
while. I know. I'm just pregnant and getting bigger, and lots of sciatic pain. But other than that, doing good. Just that's all. I got a bump that Matt makes fun of me for.
I don't make fun of you. I just like to be like, oh my God, look at that. Like, there she is. She's starting to show.
Yeah. T-minus 4 months.
Mitchell has a
And
child. He knows how it goes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, there she is. It's like, yeah, yay. I tried to explain this to her earlier. I'm like, first of all, when I look at her and I just look at the bump and I go like, oh, and I get excited. I don't go like, wow, look at that gut. Like, I just go like, oh my God.
That's what
like,
it feels like.
I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I get excited. I'm like, there she is. She's in there.
We heard. Well, we heard. We felt her kick.
We did. We felt our first kicks.
She's kicking.
We got
so,
kicks. She's kicking.
Yeah.
She's
So
moving.
just getting there, getting the nursery ready, getting her ducks
Yeah.
in a row. That's all.
She's going to be here soon. So,
Yeah. Hopefully not too soon, but
I know.
Yeah.
I gotta get that rest in.
After PCA.
I know, right? Knowing my luck,
Yeah.
she's gonna come while you guys are at PCA.
Please don't say that. Please don't say that. PCA is a big deal. Don't make me get Coop on here to be like, listen, Nicole, you're gonna keep that baby, and he's got, this is our Super Bowl, we can't take him away.
I don't want to be first PCA doing interviews, and Matt's like, here, Mitchell, you have to do everything now.
I know. You're like, all right, Mitchell. Are you ready to run the ship? Well, I don't know. It's like, well, too bad. I mean, you'll have Kevin there. Kevin's staff. He's been around. He can figure it out.
That's true.
And he's local. He's a local, so it's not like
There you go.
Well, PCA is
tour.
about a month before I'm due, so let's hope she just doesn't
Yeah,
come
it's like
early.
about 5 weeks, I think,
Yeah,
before 5 or
ish.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
It's like it's almost a month and a half because PCA, first day of PCA is like July 7th. She's due August 20th.
Yeah.
So I mean,
We're good.
we got time.
Yeah.
We got time.
We're good.
Yeah.
Lots of time.
She definitely won't be there though, as we've previously announced. She won't be there, but the rest of us will be. Mitch
I will
be
be
there.
too big and grumpy to be on an airplane.
Yeah.
That's all.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to go back to the trade show. I'm excited to hang out with Mitchell.
Yes.
That's gonna be a good time. I'm excited to see Kevin and Barbara, as always. The Smokin Tabacco team minus Nicole
I'm excited to see
will unite.
all of our media friends, all
I know.
all of our manufacturer friends, and all of
can't
our
wait.
retailer friends.
I can't wait to
It's
see
just
Coop and give him a squeeze
Yep.
because that's what I love to do. Trying to think what else what are my other trade show traditions? I know. How about that? So how about that cigar? They normally go to Tacos El Gordo and they get tacos after the end of the trade show.
Yep.
That's normally a thing. I don't know if they do that for both trade shows. They definitely do it for TP. I know that because I almost went with them.
We go to Din Tai Fung's, so you'll probably go there. at
Yeah,
least
we're gonna.
once.
Well, we have a reservation for that already, as Mitchell knows. So
Oh, did you already make
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I texted the team this week. I'm like, we already got some reservations, guys. We're going to Din Tai
Hey, but
Fung.
I've already looked
They're
at
like,
the menu
yeah.
like 2 or 3 times.
So he already knows. He's very well informed. When it comes to food, we don't joke around. So yeah, that's definitely on the docket. So Mitchell, you ready to get some? You ready to get some dumplings?
Dude, I'm half Chinese, man.
I know. I wasn't gonna say it. But
I love Chinese. Honestly, I love all food.
let me ask you a
You'll learn
question.
that about me. I eat a lot, and I eat everything.
Me too. In fact, it's easier for me to tell you what I won't eat. Avocados, chickpeas, anything cauliflower, anything
Oh,
dangerously spicy, like like ghost peppers and shit. I won't eat that. Or habaneros, I won't eat that.
There you go.
I just don't like jalapenos, but it's not the spiciness. I just don't like them.
Oh.
What
brie.
else? Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. But see, like I'm already
So-
struggling to tell you what I won't eat. That should be an indicator enough. Like, you know, I mean, if it has a heartbeat and it moves, like I'll eat it. You know what I mean? So,
Pretty much for me, it's bananas and lemons are really the only two things I don't really
Ah.
jive on with food.
So I
that's disappointing.
hated bananas before I was pregnant, and now I fucking
Yeah.
love bananas.
You know,
I
used
would
to love
not
bananas.
touch them.
You know, a great man once
can't.
said, "Even broccoli screams when you rip it from the ground." So, and whoever knows who said that, send me a DM. Maybe I'll give you something.
Yeah, Mike, he won't eat tofu. That's a good call.
Yeah, I don't think I'd eat that. I've eaten it before, and I didn't like. It's not that I hated it. I didn't love it, and I was just like, I don't know. I just wasn't. It wasn't for me. So, yeah, not for me. But you said no
What?
on tofu.
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat tofu. But we
Yeah.
did go to that vegan restaurant with John. We'll eat some earthy,
That
crunchy
was-
stuff.
That was interesting. That was interesting. That was a
know.
very interesting thing. It wasn't all right. So he told me, as I've told the story on the show before, I was very skeptical. I'm like, whoa, you're taking me to a vegan restaurant? I don't do this. And he's like, trust me. And I'm like, I'm trying. Like, I don't know. And he's like, just listen, we'll go. I'm like, okay. And we went there, and I mean, it's not like a regular hangout for me, but I was like, okay, this wasn't even close to as bad as I thought it would be. It was actually pretty good for, you know, no meat. There was some
It
interesting
was
stuff
different.
there.
I mean, we had sashimi as one of the appetizers, and it was soy marinated watermelon
Yeah.
that was on top of it.
Is it really sashimi
Hey, one
at
of-
that point though?
One of
I-
the best dishes I had last year in Vegas. I went to
Mike
what's it
Tofu's like
called?
eating drywall paste.
I went
He's not wrong.
to
That's how I feel about avocados.
what's the French restaurant in the Venetian called? It's like at the bottom level.
Oh, I know this
Ooh.
too. Is it in the restaurant row?
Bouchon. It's called Bouchon.
Bouchon.
Yeah, so we went to
yeah.
Bouchon.
Yeah.
And I had this watermelon salad, and it was like one of the greatest things, like a salad watermelon thing I've ever had. It was like there was also a bunch of stuff with it. It was like fried pancetta and like this spicy cream cheese and like a vinaigrette like reduction with. It was just like so many flavors. It was like a flavor adventure, you know.
I have a funny feeling me and Mitchell are gonna do a lot of eating at the trade show.
It
I
was
know.
so good.
That's the
was
sad
so
thing is
good.
I know.
I'm gonna come home and be like, "Oh man, how was the trade show?" Me and Mitchell and Kevin went to this place, and she'd be like, "I don't care. Like, how was the trade show?" It was good. We walked around,
It was good,
but we went
yeah.
to this place on Thursday.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, yeah, we're gonna do a lot of eating.
Kevin
Mhm.
likes to eat too.
Kevin likes to eat
Yeah.
too. I know. It's gonna be all of us together. It's gonna be me, you, Kevin, and Barbara, and Matt will be there. So hopefully, I don't know. I have to actually confirm on that, but I think he's gonna be there. So yeah, we got to do Mona Mika B one day. We're gonna have to just get out of bed. It's gonna be early. It's gonna suck, but we got to do it at least one day. We got to get out of bed.
Yeah.
We got to go to Mona Mika B, and we got to get crepes.
I
for
guess that's the
breakfast.
tradition too.
That is.
Din Tai Fung, Mona Bigabi.
Yeah.
You like the crepes.
Oh yeah, that's my spot. As is Bear Duplessis. Coop's not a fan because he's an idiot, but Bear Duplessis is a fan. So right on, brother. You know what I mean? No, I mean he
He's
said he
just not a
didn't
big
like it.
breakfast man,
Bear
dude.
took him there and he didn't like it, and I was
Because
like, "What do you
Coop-
mean?"
I feel like Coop is like, doesn't he like diners and like no, or maybe.
Well, he doesn't
not.
eat
He's
eggs
like a
and milk,
diner.
you know. What
yeah,
can
he
you
does.
do?
Yeah, it's true. He doesn't eat. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's get the crepes, guy. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Jesus. I don't know.
Good crepe is really good. It's a good thing.
But yeah, no. So we have to do that one day. So don't look at this. We're having our food meeting on the show. I can't do this. I can't let people know where I'm going to be eating. It just makes me look more fat. That's pretty bad. No, it's not. We like to eat, right, Mitchell? Come on.
Oh yeah. Again, the Italian side of us is
Now let me ask you a question.
nonstop.
You have an Italian side and you have a Chinese side. So, how are you in the kitchen? Because on both
Me
sides you have some decent
personally?
culinary stuff.
Me personally, I'm okay. The problem is that my dad, who is the Italian one.
Yeah.
He's not like a classically trained chef, but like he cooks a lot. Like he's worked in kitchens.
He knows what he's
and
doing.
he has French like kind of culinary training, and yeah, he knows what he's doing. So like the problem is you try to cook in his kitchen and he literally just comes out of nowhere and slaps you and takes over. So it's like you just never get the practice you need. That's the problem. And
Sounds familiar.
yeah, so I'm okay, just through osmosis and being around it, I've taken in things, but I'm definitely not as practiced as I probably should be. But yeah.
Does your mom make any like authentic Chinese stuff or?
Not for Chinese New Year she does. She makes some
Okay.
like really weird stuff that like most people probably would never. You can't really order it. You don't really get it in restaurants. It's
Okay.
like she orders like this makes this fungus rice noodle dish where it's like 6 different mushrooms, but they're like Chinese mushrooms. They all come dehydrated and you have to like hydrate them over the day.
Okay.
And then you kind of like fry it all together and it's like it's supposed to be for good luck. And then she does this dish where it's like pork with salty fish steamed together. It's like ground pork with salty fish, and it's like super good.
Interesting.
Again, if you're not a salty fish fan, like I love salty fish. Again, being like Chinese, there's tons of things with like salty fish fried rice and all that kind of stuff. So those are probably her main 2 dishes. Outside of that, I'm not gonna say she's like a terrible cook, but because of my dad, they've been together for
he does more of the cooking.
40 plus years. He just cooks everything. So,
Yeah.
again, she grabs a knife to cut something, and he goes, that's the wrong knife.
That sounds familiar.
Exactly. So.
We can sit here and talk all night about food, but the show has to end at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell, don't worry, we'll have plenty of time to fantasize about food.
Oh yes.
Don't worry.
And eat it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We're gonna. Sometimes I have this feeling. I don't know why, but I have this feeling that you and I and the rest of the team, we're gonna be eating food from like every region. We're gonna do Italian one night. We're gonna do Asian one night. Well, we know we're doing Asian. We're going to Din Tai Fung. We'll do Mexican. We'll go get street tacos.
Yep.
Like we gotta hit.
We'll invite Oliver out to get some tacos.
We gotta hit all the regions. We gotta hit all the regions with the food.
I eat it all, man. I eat it all.
I know. All right, that would be fun. All right, but anyway, the show has to come to an end at some point. So, guys, thank you for being here with us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you're listening to us later on the podcast apps, we appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe everywhere you can get your podcasts on all of the podcast apps, as well as on our social media and on our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/smokintabacco. And as always, don't forget to visit smokintabacco.com for more news, reviews, and other updates from the cigar industry. And you can find the link to our Cigar Family Charitable Foundation raffle on smokintabacco.com, on the comment section of all of the videos, and in the comment section of the audio platform on the apps. In the description, it'll be in the about halfway down. There'll be a link to the raffle page, so you can find it there. And if all else fails, if you can't find it for whatever reason, you could just send any one of us a message, and we will get that link to you. So thank you to everyone who also donated, as I said hundreds of times, because I really appreciate it. Thank you. We are at 28,000. Let's get this thing over 30. Some people say 35. If we can get over 30, I'll be ecstatic. But we got 6 days to go, a little over 6 days to go. And next week, we will be back to celebrate the end of the raffle, showcase all of the winners, and celebrate with all of you. So thank you very much. That is my closing monologue. Do either one of you have anything you'd like to add?
Nope.
Sorry.
We'll see you next week.
I had a lot of energy for this one. We'll see you next week.